So welcome to the channel. Today I have with me this amazing lens, the Samyang 35 1.4. Check it out. So I've been using this lens for over almost a year already, and let me tell you, this is surprisingly good. I mean, this is not a sponsored video, of course, because I don't have that many followers, and Samyang doesn't even know I exist. But I had to say it, honestly, this is the most honest review about it. I used to have, or actually I have, most of my lenses are just native lenses. For example, when I used to shoot on Nikon, I used to have only Nikon lenses, and now I'm shooting on Sony and I only have like Sony native lenses. Third-party lenses like this sometimes can be a little tricky. I remember when I was shooting on Nikon, I used to have my Sigma 85 1.4 lens for Nikon, but honestly, it was a bummer. I mean, it was worth the price. Definitely, I paid, I think, $1,300 for it, which if you compare it to a Nikon 85 1.4, the money difference is huge. But sometimes, I mean, if you ask me, I would totally prefer just to pay more and get the 85 Nikon if I knew how it was gonna be. Now, in my experience, it was a really bad lens. I mean, super heavy, super bulky, not sharp at all. From 10 photos that I took, I had to just throw away 6 to 7 out of focus photos and keeping only like 2 or 3 good photos. So to me it was very frustrating, because sometimes I had the perfect shot, and when I was checking in the computer I realized that it was focused on the nose instead of on the eye, and I had to just discard many photos that I loved because they were out of focus. So I said, oh my gosh, I'm just going to give up with third-party lenses like Sigma or like Tamron or Samyang, and I'm just gonna spend more money and buy native camera lenses, like in this case I'm using only Sony. But a friend of mine, Josue Miranda, which by the way you can follow him on Instagram, JosueMG, right there in the description, he bought this lens and he shoots currently on a Sony 8-7 III. I shoot on Sony 8-7R3, which is pretty much the same camera, just a little more megapixels. And I started seeing his photos on the events, and I went like, dude, what is that lens? And he was like, is it 35? And it was Sony? And he was, no, it's Samyang. And I was like, you know, honestly, I have had 35 millimeters lenses before, and they have awful color aberrations, like purple around the edges of the photo, or just not very good. And I didn't have much expectations about this lens. So Samyang actually did some good job on this one. When I decided to give it a shot and buy it, I got surprised by the price. You know, when I bought it was $500 brand new, and I was like, you know, $500 for a 1.4 lens full frame is a bargain, you know. It's a steal. So I was okay, it's just $500. It's not that I have $500 to throw away, but I could give it a try. So I bought it and I got surprised by how sharp it is. Here are some photos taken with the lens during events and photo shoots, and you can see how sharp it is. Super fast. With Sony, at least I can speak about Sony in my experience. With Sony, I got super fast focus. It can find the eye focus, you know. During video, it definitely follows the eye and finds it real quick, follows the face of the person. It works just as good as a native Sony lens. No kidding. Hands down, to me, is the best investment that you can do if you love shooting portraits, if you love shooting events. This lens distance, this focus distance is amazing for events, because you can shoot from a small group of people to close-up portraits to detailed shots. It's just great. The colors are amazing, the contrast is great, the Sharpness, I will give it 9.7 out of 10. Taking in consideration this is a third-party lens that costs us only $500 for a full-frame lens. This is, to me, the best investment that you can do. It's just a great lens, super sharp, and it's not even that heavy. Not a heavy lens, very compact, and amazing value for the price. So if you are looking for a affordable, or actually if you're just looking for a great 35mm lens for your Sony cameras, I think they make it also for Nikon and Canon. If you're looking for a great 35mm lens for your camera, this is your option. This is your go-to. This is the best lens that you can buy without spending a shit ton of money. And honestly, I don't have a Carl Zeiss to compare with. I don't have a native 35 Sony to compare with, but I can just tell you this fulfills all my expectations, and I own only Sony lenses. I shoot a lot on the 85 1.4 Sony G Master. I shoot on the 24-70 f2.8 G Master Sony, and this is to me as good as those lenses, and it costs a third, or actually it costs a fifth of the price of those lenses. Those retail for $2,500 to $2,400, and this is just $500, brand new, amazing. Cheers, Samyang, you did it great. Check out more about this lens on Amazon, on eBay, and if you like this video, if you like the photos, just give me a like in the video, give me your comments about this lens. If you own one of these lenses, tell us your story, tell us what you think about it, what has been your experience with it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.